from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
45. Mike, 45.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
We're scoreless after 1.
Down.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football coming up on a 3rd and 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Dolphins nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
52, you can't hit him.
Off play action. Jones. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down.
First down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Tampa Bay.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. Now Jackson. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. It's our field.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
40-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 32-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
15-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
43-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
From Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams.
Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A yard on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Tampa Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A gain of 3, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1 more yard.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Eluding the pressure, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Tannehill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead.
Is good.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
7. Seahawks, nothing. Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 37. He gives it off to Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Seahawk ball carrier.
These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
24 is the mic.
On second down, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, and they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
24 is the mic. Hey.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jared Cook. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They're able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again here. Wilson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Kicking off for Seattle.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Jonathan.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Taylor. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Tannehill. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
with the score.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to... And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is...
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run the counter. Carson, and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
24 is the mic. Too little.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mack.
Tannehill
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Colts 28, Seahawks 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He's going to take off with it. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Off the option, that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
To 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Carson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in Good for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.